It looks like we're running on a dry. If you start to suffer from oversteer, come in and let us have a look at the setup. You'll get oversteer if the rear tyres lose grip before the front. Usually this will be coming from a lack of rear or an overly stiff rear suspension, but a little tweak with negative camber or toe in can also help with this.
However, World War II would ensure Radion would not see action again until the 1940s. Spa has been notably absent from the F1 calendar on a number of occasions throughout the years.
Some quick lap times now being posted. It's getting faster out there. let's go. Currently the fastest lap is at 1:15.3. We don't currently have the data for that request. And that's just 30 seconds left in the session. Are you okay? That was a nasty hit. Turn the engine off and wait for the marshals.
Modern track is roughly 7 kilometres or 4.352 miles long and contains a total of 19 turns. This is roughly half the length of the original circuit.
Right then, the formation lap has started, and I must say the weather conditions aren't the best today for visibility and for grip. As each driver performs this lap, they'll be wanting to settle in and concentrate. As this race, in these conditions, will require a lot of focus.
The modern track is roughly 7 kilometres or 4.352 miles long and contains a total of 90 turns.
Jim Cab, you there?
I am here. Can you hear me?
I can. What's up, Monday? What's happening?
Well, EA Cody's being EA Cody's. Now the formation lap craters, even if you're just doing broadcasts. So
Cool.
yeah, so cool. So we're restarting the lobby. Just waiting to get this shit show started once again.
Yeah, I seem unable to connect
To the game?
with online services.
Oh, interesting. That sounds
We'll
fun.
see what happens. Yeah, we'll see what happens here.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm a-comin'. Oh, now I get to be Charles? Okay. I don't know if you were paying attention to Quali. I do believe Nur Cullen took
Yeah, of
pole.
course.
Yeah. And I blew it on a hot lap.
I'm gonna have to restart my game here. I can't connect. Fucking
Okay.
piece of shit.
Are you trying to connect through me? Maybe I'll just send you an invite. Hold on. You do appear offline to me, by the way.
That sounds about right. I'm clearly online. I'm live streaming right now, but... Alright, I just restarted the game. We'll be here in a second.
Okay. Yep.
Let the people in the chat know. I can't speak in the Tuesday night chat thing.
Yeah, for sure.
Alright, almost there. Loading in.
You able to get in yet, or?
I'm still communicating with online services at the beginning of the game. Here we go. Now this game is loaded. Alright, trying to get in here now. Alright, I am here and ready to go.
All right, I think we are all ready to go.
Can you mute yourself on your end when you're not talking? I got a lot of feedback coming from your side.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I do have a mute button. I just used it. I'm going to use it again.
Well, if you just used it, it made a massive difference.
Okay. I will just mute then. If there's any, what's the word I'm looking for? Safeties, I'll hop in. I may hop in. I'll let you know.
Okay. We'll see you then.
Yes.
All right, everybody. We are back, and it's sunny. So somebody didn't fix the weather. We were going to have an extremely wet race, and now we are not. I, for one, am disappointed. All right, here we go. In a formation lap, 5 lights on, 5 lights off, LFG, here we go. Nurkallen gets a great start. Silly Bird pulls up alongside. Silly Bird. Thinks about it, but thinks better of it. He's going to slot in, I think. No, he's going to go side by side. He says the hell with it. It's lap 1. Let's go side by side through a Rouge. But he's not going to go side by side. He's just going to go into the lead. Silly Bird from second on the grid. Now in first. See everybody else make it through here? Everybody else good? No, he's not good. Coach Carter is not good. He is down and out. The devil back here, he is a little bit behind. So is the big man. Jim Cab moved up a few positions. Well done, Cab. Pine and the skid mark fighting it out back here. King Hamilton, he's right behind Mad Cow. And Mad Cow, he's so good. MC Escher up here in 5th, fighting with Push Storm. We need to get the spectator menu going up here real quick, because I've already forgotten what's happening. Switchy Fish in second. I think he was our... I don't even know where he started. It's not important, actually. It's not important. Let's get the tires on. Alrighty then. So Nurkallen with a great start on the medium tire, no less. Switch Fishy. I don't like Switch Fishy. Switchy Fish I do like. So he's on the soft. He should be gaining. He should be able to pull within DRS range for the lap 3 coming up here shortly. Should be able to stay within DRS range for at least one more lap. Silly Bird. Silly Bird has already dropped 2 positions. I didn't see that as I was going through the field. Push Storm. He's in 4th on those soft tires as well. MC Escher also on the softs in 5th. So everybody doing pretty well here so far, except for Coach Carter, who we saw down at the back of the field. Mad Cow trying to hold on with this front group on those medium tires. Uh-oh. Someone has gone around. It's Push Storm. He's in the grass. Going very slowly indeed. He must be so sad right now. Looks like the big man. He's coming through. He's going to gain a position. So Push Storm and the big man collide right after the bus stop chicane, coming up to the start-finish line. Push Storm stays. Oh my god. More things have happened now. Oh my god. Another thing has happened. So the big man has hit the skid mark, I believe. Or no, yep, the skid mark. He's been smashed into by the big man. The double goes through. Coach Carter with a chance to catch up here. Someone's missing some front wing parts. I'm not sure who it is. I think it might be the big man. Yeah, it looks like the big man. He can barely turn the car. So the big man, he's got a big problem. He is missing valuable front wing parts, as Jim Cab is easily passed by him for some reason. He looks like he's slowed down there. Probably he understood that the big man... the big man missing wing parts was not able to go through that corner fast enough, and Jim Cab rammed straight into him. I'm sure we'll hear from Jim Cab a little bit later on all about that. So the big man driving through here with none of those front wing parts that he needs so badly. The skid mark goes around. He goes around Jim Cab. Takes the long way around. Off the track. No problemo. My God, we need to get back into the front here because, again, things are happening. Switchy Fish has already taken the lead on Nurkalin. So Nurkalin falls to second place on those medium tires, though. So he's got the optimum strategy. Looks like he's got the pace. All he needs to do here is hold on to the Switchy Fish until the pit stop phase, and he will be good to go. Getting the question that everyone is going to be going on soft, medium, medium, soft. Probably not any hard runners in this race, especially with just one safety car. All strategies become available. So let's see if Nurkalin is going to have the run on Switchy Fish. And then we'll go back through the grid again and find some more hot racing action. I have a feeling there's going to be plenty of carnage, plenty of shenanigans, plenty of incidences, plenty of things for the stews to look at later on in this race, or after the race, I should say. So Switchy Fish holds onto the lead. Nurkalin still in second. Silly Bird still in third. They have created a hell of a gap here to Mad Cow, who's in fourth place, falling behind rapidly. As is King Hamilton, as is Chris Pine. MC Escher, he was a little bit further ahead. He's already in seventh, and a penalty already. It's only lap 3. So that's not great. Push Storm, creating a little bit of an MC Escher sandwich there with the Mercedes. He's in 8th, even though he is way behind MC Escher. The Devil here in 9th, working his way back up. The skid mark in 10th. We saw him. He had many shenanigans he was involved with earlier, as was Coach Carter, as was the big man, and as was Jim Cab, who was forced to pit early because of other people's problems. He ran straight in the back of the big man because he had no front wing, or at least not all of his front wing. He had part of it, but kind of useless, you know. So disappointed we're not doing this in the wet. Wouldn't this be funner in the wet? So the skid mark here going through Stavelo right up on the ass of the Devil. And he's got those fresh soft tires. They're only going to be fresh for a little bit longer. Skid mark, you have got to get this done now. Oh, it's not skid, it's skilled. I didn't notice. Well, you win some, you lose some, skid mark, you know what I mean? So skid mark fighting fiendishly with the Devil here, goes into the bus stop, almost pushes him through it, but now loses a little bit of time coming on the DRS straight, the first one, the little mini one, the little baby one, the one that doesn't really do you any good at all. So skid mark again trying to make, oh boy. So MC Escher has gotten by Pine with a DRS pass, but let's get back here with skid mark and the Devil. Skid mark, oh, he's all over the place. I'll tell you who's all over the place is the Devil. So the Devil has lost a position. He goes back 1, and I think Coach Carter wants a piece. He most certainly does. Coach Carter moves up. So the Devil loses 2 spots in one corner. The skid mark and Coach Carter move up to 9th and 10th respectively. Oh, Push Storm, he is sliding everywhere. Oh, well, I'm sorry, that was not Push Storm. That is the skid mark. He's sliding all over the place. Those soft tires are not going to last much longer if you're going to be drifting around. He goes wide there. Coach Carter coming in no name here, looking to make a move. Doesn't. Let's get back up to, we have more activity here. So MC Escher now has now passed King Hamilton to get back into 5th place. MC Escher on the charge. He's 5 seconds behind Mad Cow, who he himself is light years behind Silly Bird. Silly Bird in our front 2 of Switchy Fish and Nurkalin. So Nurkalin on those medium tires, he is loving life right now. He doesn't give a shit about this DRS battle we're playing because he is on the right tire. But that doesn't mean the Switchy Fish and Silly Bird are they're going to stop. They're never going to stop. They can't stop, but I'm sure they won't stop. Going through a ridge, oh my god, right on the ass of McCollum being smashed through there. The Switchy Pitch has already got himself a 3-second penalty. That is not ideal. That is not how you win races, as he passes Nurkalin. Nurkalin's got to be loving life even more now, as we see at the top of the screen. The big man gets himself a 3-second penalty. Grande Hombre. So, Switchy Fish here in the lead, but is it really the lead? He has a 3-second time penalty, which means he's going to fall back behind Nurkalin and Sillybird, so those two just need to play it cool for the rest of the race. Mad Cow, he needs to get on his... I was going to say get on his horse, but maybe his cow to get moving here. Otherwise, he's going to be languishing and driving alone around Spa for the next 17 laps. Devil is retired, and we have a safety car, period. So strategies are going to be all mixed up now. You have to imagine these guys who are on the softs are going to be coming in for the Horde tire. Will the medium runners come in for the Horde tire? At least it's going to bring the field all the way back together again. So that's cool. Which will aid us in providing more hot racing action, of course. I have a feeling, though, that our top 3 is going to provide us with all kinds of hot racing action for the rest of the night. So MC Escher with a 3-second penalty in a safety car period. Not good. Not good. So Switchfish is pitting. Sillybird is pitting. Zerkalin decides to stay out on those aging medium tires. Surprised that Nurkalin did not come into the pits here.
Right, drop your speed. Our delta's too low, and we're going to risk a
So everyone behind, Mad Cow, MC Escher, Pine. He is standing out to get a little bit of track position. Not sure I would have done that. Not sure you need to worry about track position when there's only 12 drivers out there. But you know what? Pine's the one in the car, not me. Who am I to say? But let's let all these pit stops sort of sort themselves out here. And let's see where we're at. We do not have as many people on the hard tire as I was expecting. We have pushed Storm on the fresh soft tire, which is an interesting strategy to say the least. He is, I assume that he is figuring there's going to be another safety car period. Otherwise, this does not make any sense. The skid mark did not come in. Surely he'll be coming in once he comes back around it one more time. No reason to stay on these soft tires. He just drove over the curb there for no, and he's off the track there again. Don't get penalties under safety car. Just take your time.
Oh boy.
Jim Cab, it was said earlier in the chat that we couldn't hear you. Now I have my checkbox checked.
Let me check my checkbox. I do believe I said it. Microphone is on. Party audio is on.
It's on as well on my end. If everybody out there can let us know.
No, there it is. I found the little checkbox that says include my audio. So
brilliant.
That
so now,
should be fixed now. As I
so
get
who's
back
joining us right now? Is this Jim Cab or is this Ted Kravitz?
This is Jim Cab, yeah.
Jim Cab, okay.
Sitting in the Ferrari.
So, Jim Cab, it's interesting. We can interview you during the race. You smashed into the back of the big man, Grande Hombre. I'm sure you didn't know, but he had terrible wing damage, and I think that's why he slowed down so dramatically there.
Yeah, well, he kind of went sideways on me. I was beside him, and I was like, I knew he was in trouble. So I'm like, I got to squeeze through this space as fast as I can. And then his vehicle went from parallel to me to perpendicular.
Yeah.
And then the broken wing. So, but the safety car right now is muy bueno. I like it.
Yes, it's helping out everybody here, including yourself and the big man Grande Hombre, going in there to get some new wings, some new tires, catching up with the back of the pack. We will be going green here at the end of this lap. What else can you tell me?
So.
What else is going on?
I was severely underfueled. So this has also saved my ass.
Incredible.
Did a miscalculation on that screen. So there you have it. And it's a good thing that Tuesday Night Challengers doesn't have fuel mode set to hard, because I would have been, without this yellow, I would have been hurting. I would have been hurting real bad. In fact, do you think there's some spots on this circuit that actually I wouldn't be able to get up on hard fuel mode?
I don't even, what is hard fuel mode?
Well,
Like,
so that when you
ran out of fuel before.
Yeah, so with hard fuel, like it's by default it's set to easy. So when you run out of fuel, it just kind of rev limits you, but you can get across the track pretty rapid still, right? With hard fuel mode, it's as if you had run out of fuel for real, and if you're trying to go up a steep hill, you're gonna run out of gas, and then you're just gonna have to park it and get DNF'd. So Wednesdays and Fridays, hard fuel mode is set. We'll see if people actually read the rule book to confirm that, but I'm telling you now, if anybody's listening, so...
Yeah, I really like the idea of running out of fuel on Friday night lights.
Yeah, well, I did when I was in my first race in WTF. I ran out of fuel on a quali lap, so it was a painful journey back to the pits, but I did make it. So, all right. Are we going in? Yes, we're going in.
Yes,
so
nice little interlude there from Jim Cab. We'll talk to him later for the next safety car period, but we are about to go green. Safety car is going in. Nurkallen in the lead on those 6-fold medium tires, leading us away, stalking the safety car. I've never seen someone follow the safety car this closely. This is unprecedented, at least from my viewing. Oh my god. Now Switchy Fish has just hit the back of Nurkallen. I wonder if he got a penalty for that. I hope he didn't. Nurkallen takes off finally across the start-finish line. Switchy Fish behind him, Silly Bird. Silly Bird on the side of Switchy Fish. They go side by side down into the source. Boys, I suggest you not do that, especially Rouge Rouge. Alright, they've sorted themselves out. That's good. What else we got back here? MC Escher all over the ass of Mad Cow. These two are on the hard tires. They understand how strategy works. MC Escher moves into 4th place. And you could say he is in a prime position to win this race if he can get up with Switchy Fish and Silly Bird, because he has the right tire on. So we got a side-by-side battle between these two Mercs. Push Storm. It's fine. Fighting it out after the Camel Straight. Push Storm wins that battle on those new soft tires that only God knows why he has. Then we got a battle for the lead up here. Nurkallen is fighting off the sexual advances of Switchy Fish, but he does so. Oh my god, they're going side by side through Poupon. Well, there is not a lot of patience being shown in this race now. Nurkallen suffering on the 7-lap-old Egypt tires. Switchy Fish wants to get this job done and get it done now. But the fighting has brought Silly Bird into the mix, as well as MC Escher. So we're coming up here through Blanchemont. We are potentially going to be too wide coming into the bus stop. Maybe even 3 wide. Well, these people are insane. What are you guys doing? So Switchy Fish has got the lead going into the bus stop. He's okay. Silly Bird moves into 2nd. MC Escher now moves to the 3rd, and Nurkallen has been nerfed. He's now in 4th. Should have pit, Nurkallen. Should have pit. But that's okay. You still have plenty of time to do many things in this race. I believe in you. Mad Cow loved what he saw up there, and he's now caught up to the front. We got a 5-car group, 6-car group, 7-car group. Look at this line of cars. The safety car has turned out to be a boon. Things have improved tremendously. Now, if all you boys can just keep it together for one more lap, we'll have a nice little DRS train. A little human centipede, I like to call it. And who doesn't like a human centipede? Just the thought of it. It's good stuff, you know? So, Skidmark, you see him up there, he gets another penalty. We're going to have to take a look at the penalties here at some point. I feel like we have been just going through tons and tons of penalties. We'll look at that maybe at lap 11, maybe the midway point. I'm trying to schedule this race out in my mind. I think in lap 16 or 17, we talk a little bit of baked goods. So Jim Cab is following Coach Carter around, pushing him through No Name as they roll up here into Poupon. Jim Cab wants to get the move done. Is he going to go side by side into poop on? He thinks better of it. I would also think better of it. You never know with Coach Carter what he's capable of. Oh, Jim Cab pushing him around poop on. Jim Cab! My goodness, Jim Cab really wants to get by. He's going to get himself a penalty here if he's not careful. I have never seen two cars that close. In fact, that has to be some sort of glitch. Jim Cab is quite literally in the back of Coach Carter. There's no way that's what those two are feeling and seeing right now. God, let's get on board with Jim Cab. I wonder what he's seeing right now. I can tell you what he's seeing. He's seeing the ass of Coach Carter. Push Storm is now off the foot of King Hamilton. What's going to happen here at the bus stop? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. But that's fine. So Nurk Collin has now gone to the pits and to complete the worst strategy ever. Push Storm and King Hamilton are now both out of the race, thanks to Push Storm hitting King Hamilton in the butt. So that's that. That's done. Switchy Fish in the lead. Broken free of the DRS. He is good to go. Silly Bird sitting pretty here in second. MC Escher and Mad Cow sitting great in third and fourth as well. Pine, he's going to have to pit again, so he's kind of effed. King Hamilton somehow still in sixth after just being spun around by Push Storm. Jim Cab now in seventh. Oh, he's had a blinder here. This safety car period has really helped out Jim Cab. He's pushing hard for a podium and perhaps a win. Everyone wants Jim Cab to win. Jim Cab on those 7-lap old medium tires, he also going to have to pit here again at some point. So the big man, Grande Hombre, back in place after being in a terrible position early on without that front wing. Low on wings, low on spirits, and he's low on turning ability right now as he goes wide there at No Name. Coach Carter sees that from behind and says, yeah, you keep doing that, buddy guy, and I'm gonna come past you. My cat OJ has come up to me looking for some food. There you go, OJ. What's up? So Coach Carter trying to chase down Grande Hombre. Jim Cab trying to chase down King Hamilton. Pine miles away from Mad Cow. Mad Cow is starting to fall back from MC Escher. Our field is starting to create gaps. This might be a good time to go through the penalties and see what's what. So, the Grande Hombre, that stands out. 12 seconds of penalties in 11 laps. That is good work there by the Grande Hombre. And the skid mark with 9 seconds of penalties in 11 laps. Remember, 2 of those laps are safety car laps. So, that's a lot of going off the track. Switchy Fish, also now up here in the lead, I noticed has 5% ERS left. So does Silly Bird. Everyone's ERS button stuck on tonight. MC Escher with a little bit of juice left, but that's not really important. Mad Cow, what is important to him is staying within 6 seconds of MC Escher because he could move into that final podium spot. So that could be something to pay attention to later in the race. Jim Cab now within DRS range of King Hamilton. King Hamilton with a 3-second penalty. Probably got a BS penalty because his name is Hamilton and this is Spa. And whether it's 2008 or 2023, the name being Hamilton at Spa is bad. So as I said, gaps are starting to form. Talking points are going to have to be created here because we have run dry on hot racing action. Well, who's back here? Is that Pine? Is Pine in the wall? Oh my god, Pine's in the wall. And now he's in almost last place, second to last place. Look what a disaster for Pine.
Green flag.
Tell you who it's a disaster for, even bigger disaster is the skid mark. I don't know what the hell happened to him other than just creating his own track right now. But he is in last place. We got some activity up here because Coach Carter has now gone into a wall. Not ideal. Pine into the pits. He needed to pit anyway. So he'll put on those hard tires and go to the end of the race. Pray for a safety car. The skid mark taking an interesting line there around Stavelo. Let's hope for the best for him. He needs a safety car. I want to see Skidmark have a good race here.
Virtual safety car. Reduce speed immediately.
He's had a tough go of it so far. So Pine puts on the soft tire. Okay, I can see that. There's only 10 laps left. That's not the worst strategy ever.
Okay, slow down, slow down. Your delta's negative.
I am paying a lot of attention to him, though, and I probably shouldn't be. Oh, well, we got some close action up here. We got King Hamilton right on the ass of Jim Cab, which means Jim Cab is actually past King Hamilton, so well done, Jim Cab. Of course, he still has to pit, so a lot of this is somewhat meaningless at the moment, although if we do have we have a virtual safety car. Not sure how I missed that. Virtual safety car. So Jim Cab's made the move on King Hamilton. King Hamilton is angry and upset, and he wants that position back. And he'll get it back when Jim Cab pits, but he's not doing it yet. Still a virtual safety car. Has not moved a full safety car. Push Storm. He's still on those 6-lap-old soft tires. He is praying that this virtual safety car lasts for eternity. He can go in and get off these tires because he's going to have to pit at some point.
Okay, VSC ending. We're going green. Maintain positive delta until the green flags. Okay, clear.
So the virtual safety car is gone. DRS has been activated. Silly Bird is in the pits. Ooh, why Silly Bird went in the pits? He must have had some sort of... Probably he was the cause of that virtual safety car. Maybe a lost wing was the cause of that safety car. No problem for him, though. He still comes out in 4th place. Really not a bad gig for Silly Bird here. As Hyundai Hombre is DNF. Where is he at? He's just disappeared off the screen. He's just gone. Dead.
Confirmed.
Huh. Well, as ever, when someone has died, we must move forward, but we will miss you, Grande Hombre. We'll miss everything that you bring to the table. Your smile. Your laugh. Just the way that you always lived the moment. R.I.P. Grande Hombre. So the skid mark back here now moves into 11th place. He's going to get himself to a nice little points paying position. So you keep that up back there. So Swishy Fish is now 6 seconds in the lead. So he has no problems for the rest of this race. He needs to keep it on the island and he should be fine. MC Escher, same deal. He's in 2nd place. Plenty of gap to the 3rd place driver, Mad Cow, who finds himself on the final podium position. But he has got a fight on his hands because Silly Bird has got fresh new medium tires. And how do I want to say this? He has new life. That's probably the easiest way to say that. I'm not sure why it took me so long to come up with that, but he has a new lease on life. He's got new tires, and even though he probably lost a front wing, and that's why he had to come in the pits. Honestly, I shouldn't even say that. I don't even remember why he came into the pits. Maybe he had a bad front wing. Who cares? The point is, he came into the pits, he got fresh medium tires, and now he's only 4 seconds behind Mad Cow. Mad Cow is seeing that on the screen, seeing that on the timing screen, seeing Silly Bird gain on him. He is feeling the heat. Probably. I can't speak for him. I shouldn't speak for him. So we got Nurkalin out here. He is in 6th place on 4-lap-old Ford tires. I think he's going to regret his strategy at the end of this race. Not exactly the ideal strategy from him. So he will move up position here as Jim Cab is going to be pitting at some point, you would have to assume. Pine lost more positions. I'm not sure what's happened to him. He's just having a tough go of it tonight. Push Storm. So he just came in for those new medium tires and off those old stalls. If we were going to have strategy corner, that would probably be the first topic is what the F are these mercs doing with their strategy? Crazy Carter up here, Nate Coach Carter. Another penalty for MC Escher. He is putting himself in jeopardy of this podium. Nurkalin moves up a position on Jim Cab. So those 4-lap-old Horde tires are putting in some work. But he is 8 seconds behind Silly Bird. Silly Bird himself has gained a shed load of time on Mad Cow. He's only a second behind. Mad Cow must have had some sort of problem. There's no way you could gain 3 seconds of a lap. Let's see what Silly Bird's got here. So, switching fish.
3 seconds a lap. 3
Is
seconds
pit-
will be added to their time at the end of the race.
What? Why? What? I don't understand what's happening. Alright, so Switchy Fish has gone onto the medium tires. Apparently he wasn't satisfied with just winning the race. He wants to pit and then pass everybody again and then win the race. So he is in 4th place now. Silly Bird about to make the move on Mad Cow. So Silly Bird's now in 2nd place. 6 seconds behind MC Escher on 9 lap old boards. I venture to say Silly Bird can get the job done here. 6 seconds behind. Let's see where he is at the end of this lap. Let's see what kind of time he's going to make up here. Mad Cow still holding on to that final podium position, but the Switchy Fish is closing in rapidly. And you have to imagine the Switchy Fish is probably going to be able to pass Mad Cow for that final podium position, barring or before we take penalties into effect. And we'll let the FIA sort that out at the end of the race. You can always trust the FIA. They always do the right thing, always following the rules. Unless it's the last lap of the last race this season. So, we got Switchy Fish and Mad Cow fight it out through Spavolo. Switchy Fish could just wait for Blanchimari, could just wait for the bus stop, could wait for the DRS, but he is refusing to do so. He's used every shred of DRS he has left. He is running on scraps. Is he going to go side by side in the bus stop? No, he's not. He is pushing Mad Cow everywhere. He is going to go side by side. He's going to make the move now. He's going to give DRS to Mad Cow, but I don't think he cares about that. I'm sure he's not worried about that. Oh, he's actually got the DRS. Never mind. I thought the line was... Oh, the detection point's all the way back there. I'm a stupid idiot. So he gets that DRS and he's gone. So Switchy Fish now less than 4 seconds behind Silly Bird, who's already made up 3 seconds on MC Escher in 1 lap. So maybe we're going to have a fight for the lead on our hands here at the end of this race. It's lap 16. We don't have any really close gaps here except for King Hamilton on Push Storm. But I think this is an opportune time to talk about baked goods. Now, if you're a regular viewer of Friday Night Lights, you will know that we always talk about baked goods during the race. If anyone is joining me during that race, they'll tell me all about their baked goods. And that's really what we do. We talk about our week in baked goods, what the good, the bad, the ugly of our week in baked goods. And this week for me, we're going to be talking about the cinnamon rolls that I buy at the Kroger near my house. Now, the Kroger near my house, I think I might have mentioned this before, resembles Afghanistan. It is bombed out and depleted. But they do have a good selection of cinnamon rolls there, and I actually enjoy the Kroger cinnamon roll more than I enjoy the, I guess it would be Pillsbury cinnamon roll. I think the icing is much sweeter for the Kroger brand, and I really enjoy it. And I don't care who knows it. I'm just going to say it. I like the Kroger brand. And if you don't like it, then that's your problem. We got a yellow flag in Sector 2 here. It looks like someone has had a bit of a problem. I move around in my seat here and make all sorts of seat noises. So we have no gaps. Crazy Carter having a great race here in 6th place. A lot of talk about him on the chat. Whoever Murr 777777777 is loves him some Coach Carter. He's been following along. He wants to see more Coach Carter on his screen. Silly Bird, all of a sudden, 3/10 behind MC Escher. He's going to take the lead here, no problemo, you would have to imagine. We'll stay on board, we'll watch it. So MC Escher is flashing up there, flashing that red light of fear, letting his rivals know he's afraid to be passed. And passed he is by Silly Bird, going into Lacombe. And that is the lead for Silly Bird, and he doesn't have a penalty, so he is in a great position to win this race. 5 laps left. Can he do it? His only real competition will be the Switchy Fish back here in 3rd place. He's only 5 seconds off the lead, but he got the penalty, which means he would have to make up and then an extra gap. So probably not going to happen, but he's going to try it, obviously. He subscribes, of course, to the Jim Valvano theory of don't give up. don't ever give up. So he's going to keep going. And he is using every single little bit of ERS he has anytime he has it, not saving for shit. MC Escher hanging with Silly Bird. Can he hang on long enough to get the DRS? It does not look like it. No, nope. He's not, nope. So that's done. We have another C or yellow flag in Sector 2. Oh no, that was Jim Cab. Jim Cab has lost his position. He's made that pit stop. He's on the fresh soft tires. He's lost a few positions actually, of course, because he had to do the pit, and now he's gone sideways and then backwards. Not ideal. Of all the directions you want to be going around the track, sideways and backwards are not the optimal directions, as Jim Cab just found out. But now we're back to gaps today. Maybe I should have waited for Baked Goods to talk for now.
Okay, clear. There's been an incident on track, but officials aren't looking to push for a safety car right now. Just be careful.
We have a safety car. Safety car! All sorts of things have just happened here in the last few seconds. I don't know who wrecked, but who cares? We have a safety car. We're going to have a... Oh no! MC Escher, no! Oh no! Oh my god, he just backs into the... Oh my god. So he loses under safety car, decides to just smash the shit out of his front wings, resets the track. What a disastrous couple of seconds there for MC Escher. My god. So everybody's probably going to be pitting here, I would imagine, for softs. So this shouldn't hurt MC Escher too badly. But goddamn, he was in second place, now he's in third place, and he's going to need a new front wing. My, oh my, oh my. So King Hamilton is DNF'd. He must be the reason we have that safety car.
Okay, slow down.
So thank you, King Hamilton, for your sacrifice. We appreciate that. Mad Cow in fourth place here, but he is really in a net P2 because of the penalties of Switchy Fish and MC Escher. And MC Escher is absolutely going to be pitting here. I would imagine everyone's pitting here. So let's see Silly Bird. He is not pitting. Not only is he not pitting, he just lit up his rear tires for fun. And Switchy Fish, he did not pit either. So these two are going to be very, very vulnerable to the chasing, from the chasing horde behind. So MC Escher, he's going in. He's going to get new softs and a new front wing. Mad Cow, he's just going to stick with the new softs. Waits for Nurkalin to come by. Nurkalin in the pits himself, of course, has the chance now to win this race. So let's let this shake out here for a second. So it looks like everybody is almost in and out of the pits here. Other than Pushed Storm. We have 10 drivers left in this race. So Skidmark back there at the back is doing just brilliantly to get himself in a points-paying position. Good for him. He was about to be lapped, I think, so this has worked out really well for him. In fact, he has done so well. I am going to drop the name that I've been using for the rest of this race. I'm going to give him a real name for the rest of this race. I'm just going to call him Skilled Playa. He's impressed me with his stick-to-itiveness, his tenacity, his never-give-up attitude. Now, speaking of never giving up, Silly Bird, Switchy Fish, and Coach Carter now all the way up into the final podium position on the new gym tires. They're not very old, and he doesn't have a penalty, and neither does Mad Cow. So Coach Carter and Mad Cow are actually in the best position to win this race. Who would have thought that a couple minutes ago? Boy, I wish I could get an onboard of the safety car, because it just looks like it's bouncing around the track. This game is glitchy as F. God. What a piece of shite. So, the devil has left the session. Hopefully he joins us on the Formula Worldwide League Switch stream. Fan base growing rapidly. Shit is worldwide now. We have one more lap under safety car. I don't think the FIA is going to allow another lap under safety car, even if the whole field is not back together.
Right, let's pick up the pace and touch.
So this is going to be interesting. Oh,
I was contemplating doing a last second pit for a fresh set of softs, but I thought better of it at the last second.
Okay, we've got four
I should have pit right when the yellow came out.
yeah, a chance. Were you near the pit lane?
Yeah, I was, and I totally just blew past it.
You blew it.
I mean, I just went on these softs, so well, not just like they're a few laps old now, so so we'll see.
Well, while you're here, Jim Cab, in the next 30 seconds or so, while we're under safety car for another 45 seconds or so, do you have anything baked goods related that you'd like to share? I haven't talked to you for a few weeks. Anything good your wife has made that you'd like to talk about?
It's kind of cheating. We found these like oh my god, almost pitted my car right into the wall. We found these like breakfast bars. They're like little mini pastries, and there's a lemon flavored one and there's a cinnamon flavored one. And for being packaged goods, like basically, you know, the worst stuff you can probably buy to eat for yourself, they're damn tasty. They're very tasty.
Who makes them?
I don't remember.
All right, well,
So-
maybe next time. You'll have that
now,
information for us.
yes,
For the pit
maybe
lane.
next time I'll have it in my the information. It is in Canada, so it might be a Canadian only thing. But I can't imagine that the Americans wouldn't have something. It's probably just called something else.
I'm sure it's filled with
So-
fat and sugar if we have it here in America.
Whew, yeah, loads and loads of sugar, but it's tasty.
We are the fattest mofos in the world, Jim Cow. You just stay up there in Canada. Otherwise, if you come down here, someone's going to eat you. All right,
Yeah,
so we're
no,
about to go
I'm
green.
in there.
Yeah. Jim Cap, thanks for joining us one last time. Good luck in the last 2-lap shootout.
Yes, thank you.
So let's get back up to the front here. Silly Bird's going to lead us away. He's got a penalty, and so does the Squishy Fish. So these two need to work together to drive away from the chasing pack to make these penalties not matter. But if I know the way that they drive, like everybody else drives, they're not going to work together. They're going to fight like crazy and screw each other up, and they do it immediately. So Switchy Fish immediately runs into the back of Silly Bird. Silly Bird causes him to have a bit of a slapper, but he's okay. He makes it through. Mad Cow is already up alongside Coach Carter, and he moves into third place. So Coach Carter has now been held up. He's still in... Oh my God, what just happened? Coach Carter's been lifted up in the air like Fernando Alonso last year at USA. So Coach Carter just went from a nailed-on podium position to last place. Holy shit. So Silly Bird is now being harassed sexually by Switchy Fish, and Switchy Fish has got a penalty. Silly Bird's got the penalty. They got the penalty. They're going side by side. This is just not a very clever thing to do, but they're doing it anyway. So, but everybody behind them has penalties now. MC Escher has a penalty. Colin has a penalty. Mad Cow's been pushed down to fifth. I don't know what happened to Mad Cow, but I bet he's not happy about it. Get back up there. MC Escher passed on the inside by Colin. What a move by Colin. So Colin now. He has a lap and a half on the fresh soft tires to make up 1.2 seconds and get up there to Switchy Fish. Can he do it? I bet he can. MC Escher has left the session. He is fucking pissed. I don't know what he's pissed about, but he is pissed. He's out of here. And Colin now pushing Silly Bird all around the track. He's going to make the move here, coming in established. No, he's not going to go side by side. This is not helping anybody. Colin, is he going to have the space? He does have the space. It goes around the outside. That, in the end, is an outstanding move from Colin. You do not see people pass on the outside of Stavler. That is really impressive. Albeit on fresh, soft tires. Still, really well done. So he's got a second to make up here on Switchy Fish. But Silly Bird is not going to let him do it. So he goes side by side in the Spa-Francochamps, causes Nurkalin to lose a little bit of time to Switchy Fish. No matter. Switchy Fish. 1 lap left to go. He's got Nurkalin behind him. Silly Bird behind him. Mad Cow is falling back. He needs to hold on to at least within 3 seconds of Silly Bird to make sure he's got the podium position. Jim Cab moved all the way up to 5th position on those 7-lap old hard tires. Not medium, soft tires. Rich Storm doing well on the 8-lap old soft tires. Pine back here in 7th, not loving it. Coach Carter's moved up 2 positions after being in last a second ago. Skilled Playa in 9th. MC Escher, he's dead. He left the session. So let's get back up here to the front. We've got a half lap left to go. Switchy Fish looks like he's going to win this race, barring any penalties in the end. But let's see, because Nurkalin has got half a lap left to go. He's on super fresh soft tires. And he is 3 tenths behind us. They come through No Name, heading down to the Poupon. We got ourselves a race. And somehow Switchy Fish is all out of ERS already. Nurkalin also out of ERS already. Boy, everybody's ERS button just turned on tonight. We've got a couple more corners left here before we get to Blanchimont in the final overtaking spot at the bus stop chicane. Let's stay on board here with Nurkalin as we go through Stavelo. He gets a good run on Switchy Fish. He's got plenty of run on Switchy Fish. Jim Cab is retired. My goodness me, what has happened to Jim Cab? He's dead. He's dead. We can't pay attention to that now. We've got to pay attention to the front. Switchy Fish, Nurkalin battling out through Blanchimont. Now they come down to the bus stop chicane. They go side by side. Who is going to come out on top? So Nurkalin breaks deep. He's got the inside for the final corner, but he doesn't have the momentum. Switchy Fish around the outside, crosses the line first. Switchy Fish wins the Belgian Grand Prix, but no, he doesn't. I'll tell you who wins the Belgian Grand Prix. It's Mr. Mad Cow. Mad Cow wins the Belgian Grand Prix. What a drive from Mad Cow. Nurkalin in second. Silly Bird. The final podium position in 3rd place. Switchy Fish went from winning the race to 4th with all of his penalties. Pine finds himself in 5th. Coach Carter in 6th. What a recovery drive from Coach Carter. Jim Cab wrecking there in the final lap. That is a goddamn disaster.
How am I still driver of the day?
Well, you did a great job, for 95% of that race.
I can't believe I fucking binned it. Oh my god.
That's no points. Of course, you have to finish the race to get points, so no points for Jim Cab today.
Well, thanks to my teammate for representing Ferrari, picking up the win. That's fantastic.
Of which, he's on the PC. We will send him an invite,
Yeah.
but probably not going to be able to interview him. So let's get Nurkalin in here real quick. Nurkalin and Silly Bird. Silly Bird. So let's see if we can get our 2nd and 3rd place drivers in here. For some podium interviews. The invites have been sent out to our porty. We'll give it a little bit of time here before we give up, go home for the night. That was a fun race in the end. Only 13 people decided to show up. I don't know who was supposed to show up, but you missed an entertaining time. Luckily for all the drivers, we decided not to go on the full wets and go into the sun. That was fine. That was probably a safe decision from the FIA. Although we still had plenty of deaths, regardless of that safety decision. Silly Bird has joined the party. We got one. Silly Bird, are you there? He's left the party. Oh.
Yep. Jumped in, jumped out.
Well,
yeah.
Jim Cab, that's the end of Tuesday Night Challengers for another week. I had a great time. Thanks for allowing me to join you on Tuesday. I will be seeing you on Friday, but for everybody out there who joined us tonight, thank you so much for watching. We had a great race, and I hope you join us tomorrow for Wednesday night something?
Wednesday Throwdown F1, but you can just say WTF because that's what it's supposed to be.
Yes. So WTF
WTF.
tomorrow. And
Yeah.
of course, the main race on Friday night for Friday Night Lights. Please join us then. Jim
Yeah,
Cab will be there.
round 4 in
marauding as,
Austria.
that's right. And you will be there as Ted Kravitz. Is that correct?
Yes, I should be. I should be available this Friday, so stay tuned for me.
Excellent. So for Ted Kravitz, myself, DonutPuncher 272, thank you to everybody for joining us out there tonight. We will see you very, very shortly. Goodbye.
Have a good one.
All right, Jim Cab. Thanks for letting me do that. That was fun.
Would help if I hadn't muted my button and then DonutPuncher just leaves.